Hey everyone, and welcome back to the mat. Thank you so much for joining me here today for our practice. This flow is going to be a little bit more high energy, a little bit of strength building for the sake of, yes, it's nice to do practices that create a little bit more strength, but if we use or when we use our muscles a little bit more, you can get that better engagement and that better connection and awareness of how everything sort of goes together, and just tell when things are functioning and not functioning, or switching on and not switching on. So that is our aim for today. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, it is very, very appreciated to hit that subscribe button, or leave me a comment at the end and let me know how you got on. So to begin with, we're going to start down on our backs. Feet to the floor, knees to the sky, and just let the arms fall where they fall. Find length in the spine. Make those little adjustments. And now let the body be heavy. Soften the hips and the shoulders down into the earth, the back of the head. Feel that length through the back of the neck. Soften the face. And just beginning to connect with your breath. Beginning to deepen the inhales. And releasing completely with each exhalation. Making that note here to work with your breath for your practice. Allow your breath to guide you, to anchor your attention in the body. And when we're ready to begin movement, knees are going to drop over to the right. Then with the breath, sweep them back up and through to the left. And a bit of mobility here for the hips. Windscreen wiping left to right, right to left. If you're comfortable at any point in our practice, feel free to close down the eyes. Maybe you want to leave the arms out to the side or gently rest them on your body. Finish the round we're on, and we'll meet with the knees back to the ceiling. Readjust through the spine as needed. Get a hold of that left knee, send the right leg long. Arms are actively pulling in that leg into the chest. We want length through the spine here. And just checking with the hips that they're nice and even. We're not tilting forward or back. We've got that space there. Wonderful. Soften the grip on that knee and just open and close left to right a little as we prep for a twist. So as big of movement as you need, and we end up twisting all the way. That leg comes across the body. Arms can be on the body, out to the side. Maybe the gaze is away from the knee there. And right hand can gently assist in your twist on the outside of that left knee. And just noticing what you need. Maybe you need more, maybe you need less. And gently open back to our backs. Keep that knee into the chest quite actively. Check in with the abdominals, nice and strong. Keep the shoulders grounded. That right extended leg is going to, let's point the toes and dial them away from the body a little. So we're feeling it through that inner thigh a little. Sweep the leg up to the sky and back down. We're going to go 3. Now, if you can keep a little micro bend in the knee as we rise up and sweep down. If you want to work with a bent knee, just bring it in and extend. That's okay too. Work with what you've got. Finish 3. Release both legs long. Check in with the left side. Check in with the right side. Right knee into the chest. Arms are working, shoulders are down into the mat. You need to move the head a little, we can do that. Free up that space. Release any tension there. When you're ready, a few little opens and closes, sweeping that leg across and over the body. When you're ready, we set up for our twist. Right leg comes all the way across the body, adjusting the upper body as needed. The shoulders don't need to be on the ground, but if you can get that rotation in the spine, that can be nice. Again, maybe you just melt, maybe we have that left hand assisting the knee down. If we do have the hand on the knee and we're pulling it down towards the mat, be mindful to keep a lot of length through the spine. The knee doesn't have to touch the mat, but it can be nice to have the hand there to create a little bit more sensation through the hips or the glutes. Be explorative with these moves. That's how we learn about the body. Okay, gently we come back to our back. Arms are actively drawing that knee into the chest again. Engage through the abdominals. Dial or point the left toes and dial them out away from the body. When you're ready, we're sweeping up for 3. Again, if you want to work with that bent knee, you can. And let's think about the spine. If we check in there, that there is a minimal movement. And the shoulders are down on the mat. Fabulous. After our 3, send both legs long. Soft for a moment. And then making your way to your side. We'll come into or onto all 4s here. So in our all 4s position, spread the fingertips, press down into the mat. Working through some cat-cows, so spinal mobility. With our breath, we drop the belly down, look up, and round the spine to the sky. Look between the knees or to the belly button. Let the movement be intuitive. Doesn't have to be exactly like mine. Notice where we're feeling sensation, where you need the movement. Okay. Come to stillness. Probably not right here for such an active class. But anyway, walk the hands forward a little, tuck the toes, lift the hips for a downward dog, straight into pedaling out the legs. Keep the arms actively, or the hands actively pressing into the mat. It's an active pose. Notice the shoulders, there's plenty of space around the ears. Okay, let's find stillness. Maybe the heels touch the ground, maybe they don't. It's okay. Okay, we're going to sweep the body forward a little, knees bend and drop down to the mat, but hover them. Don't let them touch. Hover them about an inch off the mat. And then when you're ready, we lift the hips again. We're going to do 2 more. Do it slow. Take the stretch in that down dog. and sweep forward with our breath. We lower down. We keep lifting out of the shoulders, nice and strong. Peel the hips back. We've got one more. Take that stretch, find that space in the body. Body comes forward a little, knees bend, hover off the mat. Feel those wobbles, embrace those shakes, let the knees drop down, walk the hands forward, forehead melts down, maybe chest melts down. We're in a puppy. If you want to rock the head, forehead from side to side, you can. You want to shake the hips. It's all good things here. Slowly tuck the toes, peel the hands back. We're sitting on the heels. So we're in this kneeling position, but we're opening through the bottoms of the feet. Right hand comes down. If you need a block, grab one. Right hand's down to the ground. We're opening through the left side of the body. Left hand sweeps up and over the head. Left hip reaches away from the head. Left fingertips reach away from the left hip. Come up and over. Notice if we're feeling into those abdominals yet. So left hand down, right fingers reaching up and over to the left. Up and over, side bend to the right. Up and over, side bend to the left. Create that space, connect to the breath. We come up, hands go forward. We're lifting the hips for our downward dog. If you need the movement here, you can take it. Otherwise, we are in stillness. Connect to the breath and feel that activity in the back line of the body. Left foot's going to reach high for our three-legged dog. Hands stay even. Bend that knee, the left knee, bring it to the left elbow. Hold that position. Extend the leg back behind three-legged dog. Left knee bends, comes across the body to the right elbow. Have that little pause. See how long you can hold it. Extend that leg back behind for our three-legged dog. Bend left knee. Open the knee to the sky. Breathing into the hips here. Hands stay even. Square the hips. Bring that left knee forward. Drop the right knee back. So we're in our low lunge here. And begin to sweep those arms up. Find that connection to the belly. Nice and strong. Hands come down to our heart in our prayer position. We're going to find a twist to the left. So twisting over to the left, if we feel we have the space, we can reach forward and hook that right elbow to the outside of the left leg. Resistance, elbow to knee, knee to elbow, to help find that rotation in the spine. We're looking back if the neck's comfortable here. Legs are working, those inner thighs are nice and active. We unravel, sweep hands back to the sky. Beautiful. Find that space, the tailbone is lengthening. Hands sweep down, frame that front foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step front foot back, downward dog. Breathing here, space for the shoulders. Let's do those 3 knee drops again. So we're going to drop the knees down, hover them. Hover, hover. Lift the hips for our downward dog. Take the time in your dog. We roll the upper body forward a little, knees drop to the mat. Hold that hover. Feel the wobbles, your muscles working, creating strength. Lift the hips high. Connect to your breath. Notice the body. Last one, we come forward, knees drop. Nice and strong. Knees come all the way to the mat. Walk the hands forward, we're in our puppy. Forehead rests down on the mat. Maybe the chest and the chin is on the mat. We're looking forward. Finding space. Tuck the toes. Sit back on the heels. Check that we're all nice and relaxed through the neck. We're going to bring those hands up to that cactus position. In a swift move, or one motion, we're pulling the elbows back. Keep the belly on so that we don't arch through the spine though. So belly stays on, elbows are pulling back. We feel the upper body working, and we draw elbows down towards each other. Extend, reach to the sky, palms are facing forward. And again, we come down, pull, we're drawing elbows down, but back as well. Feeling it in the upper body. If you need to release the feet and be on the tops of the feet, you can. Extend the palms to the sky. And last one. And keep that connection to the belly. The ribs are knitting down towards the hips. Extend the hands high. Come forward through our tabletop. Lift the hips, downward dog. If you need movement, take it, or we're finding stillness. Breathing here. Those inner thighs are working. They're pulling back to the back of the room. Feel the activity through the whole body. All right leg lifts. We're going to do that on this side. Right leg lifts. Three-legged dog on this side. Let's bend the knee. Bring it, the right knee to the right elbow. Hold in that plank. Extend back. Breathing here. Bend right knee in, across the body to the left elbow. Doesn't have to get the whole way there. Just do what you can. Extend back for our three-legged dog. Bend the knee, take the knee to the sky, open the hips. Hands stay nice and even. Square the hips, bring that knee all the way through. Drop the left knee to the mat. Embrace the wobble. It's all a part of it. So we're rising up, belly strong. Reach the hands to the sky. Beautiful. Feel that belly connection, that length through the spine. Maybe you're feeling it in the back. Hands together, they come down to the prayer position in front of our heart. We find a rotation to the right. Maybe we reach forward a little, hook left elbow to the outside of the right knee. We can use that resistance to get a little bit deeper into the twist. Unravel, palms back to the sky, wobbling, breathing. Hands sweep forward. We tuck the back toes, lift up off the back knee, step back, this time just holding in a plank. Spread the hands, push the floor away from you. We're feeling the shoulder blades working. If you need to drop to your knees, you absolutely can. 2 more breaths here. Full breaths. Last one. Knees drop to the mat. Cross the ankles. Roll back. Legs are out in front. Okay. The feet are going to be out in front, nice comfortable distance. Let's take our hands out, palms are facing, pull the shoulder blades back. So we're active here. Connect to the abdominals, lower back into this lean, but so that we have a nice long straight spine. Let's lift left foot up for like a half boat pose. Hold it. Left foot drops, right foot lifts. Breathe here. Maybe you can lower down a little more. We don't want to lower down so low that we start to round. Keep the chest pulling through the shoulder blades. Right leg drops, left leg lifts. Beautiful. Strong. I'm wobbling. All okay. Right, left leg down, right leg lifts. Beautiful. Breathe through it. I said, and remember, we got to come back to our breath. Right leg drops. Extend both legs. Reach the hands high so our spine is nice and long. We're in this L shape, and fold forward from the hips. If we get to the feet, that's great. We want to keep the chest pulling through though, so we're not rounding and we've got discomfort in the shoulder blades. Maybe that means we have to have the hands to our side or on the shins. Into our forward fold. I sometimes like a little wriggle. Connect to your breath. We're going to go back into our boat pose series in a moment. So just find your breath. Slow it down. Soften the face. Wonderful. We peel ourselves back up, feet to the floor. Arms back out, palms are facing. I do like a slight rotate to the sky, but not completely, just slightly. So they're on that angle. Pull those shoulder blades back, connect to the belly, find that position in the upper body. And then this time you can do one leg, one leg, one leg, or we lift one, we lift the other. We're in our half boat pose here. Breathing. Maybe this is where you stay. Maybe we look to extend the legs for the full expression of the shape. Keep that connection to the belly, that length in the spine, the chest is pulling through the shoulders. Bend the knees here. We're going to do one low boat. Extend the legs, lower the upper body as much as we can. Keep those abdominals switched on. We're going to pull back to our half boat. Extend the legs to the sky. You can stay in whichever variation you need. Let's bend the legs, hands on the knees, lower the upper body down. Whew. That's a lot of work. Let's bring the knees all the way in. Hug them in. Have that space for the spine. Big breath in through the nose. Release it out. Big breath in through the nose. Let it go. Release the legs to that tabletop. Drop both knees to the right. We are winding down. All the hard work is done. So beginning to let the body know that we are softening, we are melting down into the earth. Lengthen those breaths. Two more full deep breaths here. Last one in and out. Knees back to center. We're on our backs. Legs to the left. Right. Maybe the gaze is to the right. If we're feeling good through the neck. Expand the belly, the ribs, the chest, the back with our breath in. And melt down, release completely with each exhale. 2 more full breaths from here. Wonderful. Gaze back to center, legs back to center. Let's drop the feet down to the mat and extend the legs long for our Shavasana. Tuck the shoulders under, hands out to the side. If you like to have that connection with the hands on the body, you can do that, or any other variation of Shavasana that you would like to take here. When you're in your final position of rest, begin to notice where the body meets the earth and allow yourself to melt, to release into these points. Maybe you are aware of areas through your body that we've worked. Seeing if we can breathe into these spaces and soften here. And slowly beginning to deepen your breath. We find that expansion, that space through the ribs, through the belly, through the back. Slowly, gently beginning to invite movement through the fingers, through the toes. And be a little left to right with the neck. Hands above the head, stretch, stretch, stretch. Ankles cross, reach toes away from the fingers, fingers away from the toes. And soften, relax. If we bend the knees, roll to a side. Give yourself a little moment here. A little bit of gratitude that you can do hard things, that you can work your body, that you are strong. And when you're ready, we gently press all the way back to our seated position. Gently bring the shoulders up around the ears and release it down. One more. Shoulders rise to the ears and release completely. Wonderful. We are all finished here, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.